Opening doors for new opportunities, bridging gaps through education, building a better community. The arms of the Junior League of Shreveport-Bossier reach far and wide and encircle our community with purpose and promise. For more than 75 years, this dynamic group of women have invested thousands of volunteer hours and thousands of dollars into programs developed to support the mission of the League, to promote volunteerism, develop the potential of women, and improve communities through the effective action and leadership of trained volunteers. The membership. In 1930, a group of 98 women met at St. Mark's Parish House to start an organization of women dedicated to social service. Early projects included social casework, delivering clothing to the needy, and transcribing Braille. 3 years later, the group became aligned with the Junior League on a national scale and locally gained community respect and acceptance with the organization of the Shreveport Family Welfare Association, which is now called the United Way. In those days, membership was exclusive and by invitation only. But as times changed, so did the League. Now more than 800 women in Shreveport and Bossier are members. And that membership is a diverse fabric that makes up a colorful quilt of dedicated volunteers. Women maintain families, careers, relationships, and obligations. Yet still, each member donates a minimum of 50 hours every year, meaning thousands of hours of service go into the community annually. The League empowers women through leadership training and development to take action to improve our community. Members of the Junior League are accomplished collaborators who build coalitions, identify community needs, and develop effective and responsive programs to serve those needs. It is a modern international organization that tackles issues in the United States, England, Canada, and Mexico. The vision. The Junior League uses programs and advocacy with special focus on families at risk to provide quality educational outlets, cultural opportunities, and quality of life improvements for Shreveport and Bossier citizens. In the early years, that meant starting orphanages, organizing War Bond and Red Cross projects, and starting entities such as the Rutherford House, which helps troubled youth.
So the kind of work the Junior League does is important in two ways. Number one, the children get one-on-one time with an adult that is paying attention to them. Their parents most of the time don't have that because they're kind of in survival mode. They're worrying about where's that next meal. And then of course the educational aspect of it as well.
That's the idea behind the League. We create quality projects to benefit the community and ultimately turn those projects over to continue with self-sufficiency.
Come up with these ideas and get something going, and then the League backs off and gives it to that particular entity or gives it to the community to run for itself.
In 1976, the Junior League created the Red River Revel Arts Festival as a celebration of the arts, which was presented as a bicentennial gift to our city. The Revel was presented the President's Volunteer Action Award by President Reagan in 1988. We continue to support the Revel today.
They help us produce one of the best art festivals in the country. So it's very strongly embedded in the early history of the two together. Lots of strong decisions that were made back then that we still operate with.
The early science projects at the Revel eventually transpired into the Shreveport Discovery Center, which began with a $60,000 Junior League grant to commemorate our 60th anniversary.
We had this thing called the Exploratorium, or the Discovery Center, that was being held in the Expo Center. That was the beginnings of Shreveport.
In another lengthy project, the League paired with LSUS to restore historical structures and create a history laboratory, the Pioneer Heritage Center. The League poured close to $90,000 into that project that is still part of learning at LSUS today. Other community projects the Junior League was instrumental in are the Molly Webb Speech and Hearing Clinic, the Caddo Bossier Association for Retarded Children, the Lighthouse Program, Council for the Aging, Volunteers for Youth Justice, and the list goes on.
Junior League, I believe, is the other arm that's needed to make us what we need to become as a community.
The League is proud of its involvement in these projects, and new ones are created every year. Continuing a League tradition to help children with disabilities, the League started placing volunteers at the Lick Skillet Ranch for the Greenwood Equine Assisted Therapy program called GREAT, which is run by ARC. League members volunteer year-round as horse leaders and sidewalkers for students as part of their therapeutic program. The Paired Reading Project helps first grade students develop crucial reading and comprehensive skills through weekly tutoring sessions. In its first year, more than 65% of students showed improvement and higher test scores.
We've really seen some good results. I think the thing that's really the biggest benefit is that it helps the kids to develop a love for reading.
Receiving the local Pete Harris Award for its community contribution, River City's Youth Summit is now recognized as an annual educational event. A one-day seminar designed to teach Shreveport and Bossier 6th grade students prejudice awareness and develop creative community-building solutions to biases. Children walk away with life lessons which will help them appreciate others' differences. Our fundraising. To impact so many people, it takes not only work but money. The League relies on individual and corporate donations, but the bulk of our financial resources we raise through hard work. A Shreveport Bossier tradition, Trends and Traditions, a spring marketplace, is a 3-day shopping extravaganza featuring items for the home and garden. More than 100 merchants from all over the southern region of the U.S. showcase their wares to attract thousands of shoppers every year. Now, you've probably seen League members at Pepsi booths in their red aprons at the Red River Revel. The League invests more than 900 volunteer hours selling Pepsi products during the 8-day art festival. And cookbooks have always been a steady source of income for the League, showcasing the best recipes our southern kitchens offer. A Cook's Tour of Shreveport was first printed in 1964. The cookbook Revel has circulated since 1980, and the highly anticipated Mardi Gras to Mistletoe debuted in late 2006 to become a bestseller on a national scale. Now, the money raised goes not only to our projects, but to community programs themselves. Each year, community agencies receive financial assistance from the League. Thousands of dollars have been given to nonprofit agencies. The Junior League has supported the Gingerbread House, Girl Scouts, Samaritan Counseling Center, the Pool of Siloam Medical Ministry, the YWCA, and Oakwood Home for Women, just to name a few.
When it was a service league back in the 30s to today, the message has always been the same, training women to be involved for the good of our community.
The Junior League of Shreveport Bossier knows how to make an impact in the community with longevity, but we must commit time, hard work, and money. Our motto is Women Building Better Communities, and we do that by P, promoting volunteerism, D, developing the potential of women, and I, improving communities through the effective action and leadership of trained volunteers. We build partnerships and create solutions. It's a tradition we initiated over 75 years ago and a legacy that is still strong today.